Well, thank you for joining Wolf Game Theory today, as always. And just know nothing in the show is to be construed or interpreted as financial advice. Also, any guest of the show is not reflective of the opinions and/or point of view of Wolf Game Theory and should be considered opinion. Thank you.
Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well today on the farm. Joined today by Yumad, and we're going to find out a bit more about him, and we're going to look at his Wolf Game Ultimate Guide, which I think is absolutely kick-ass. So how are you getting on today, Yumad?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about you?
Yeah, good, good, good. I know I was just looking at the scoreboard there, and yeah, G Money taking a 1 million lead now, and we've seen some moves from Wongsword and AJV right up, knocking Panther down into fifth. This seems to be kind of really heating up with movement on the board. It's
Yeah,
ex-
no, I mean, at the start of the game, I never thought I would see AJV in third place, and now we have crypto going down to like seventh, eighth. I don't even know where he's at right now, but yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, but that middle of the
Everything's
board is still quite tight there now. It's all getting a lot tighter.
yeah,
So I think people could be moving up and down a lot with attacks and production rates and stuff. Panther's lining up for an attack now, so if he's kind of trapped there because there's so much fortifications ahead of him. Yeah, this is it's a bit of a bloodbath now. But yeah, so we'll go straight into your guide. This is going to be your submission for the latest Wool event, yeah?
yeah. This is gonna be my submission.
Yeah, it's pretty kick ass. So I guess we'll start off. Do you want to tell us a bit about yourself and stuff like that, and then we can do a run through the website.
My name is Why You Mad? No, I'm not trying to dox myself, but I mean, it's Why You Mad is actually my name, so it's like my initials, so it's not just a random name that I came up with. I'm not gonna expose my name,
No,
but
that's
yeah,
cool.
that's like a little history behind my name. Uh, I'm from Florida, but I moved to Israel for some time, and then I kind of ended up over here in Massachusetts. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Um, and yeah, I'm 22, so uh, yeah. Other than that, I mean, there's not that
Yeah,
there's
no.
not
How
that
did you
much
get into
else.
Wolf Game anyway? Did you mint yourself, or you kind of watched that big FOMO ramp up to 7 ETH that time and kind of done research? Was it
Uh, I was kind of new to NFTs at the time, and
awesome?
like I was looking at OpenSea, and there was, I'm sure like everyone in the community kind of remembers this, but like Wolf Game was like so much fucking volume. It was up there. It was like in the tens of thousands, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening? Like, what is this game?" So I went to the website, and I saw that there was like land being minted in the near future, and I saw that like all these different stuff, and then I kind of understood it was its own ecosystem. It was like a play
Yeah,
to own game, and it was like such a new, innovative concept, which is like, which it, which is what it was. It was like nothing like any other NFT project, and that just kind of stuck with me. So I kind of like looked at it. Uh, I didn't look at it for too long before I like left the Discord because it was like way too expensive, and I was like, this is probably going to like 10 ETH. So I mean, might as well just kind of cut my losses. I don't want to get too much FOMO, and yeah, and then a month goes by, and I'm in my alpha group, and someone mentions the game again, and I'm like, oh my god, wait, let me check how it's doing because like I forgot all about it, and I look, and it's like sheep are like 1.1 ETH, less than 1 ETH, and so I had to buy some sheep, and I kind of engaged with the community, and then over the past like 3 months, two and a half, I've been just talking with everyone, understanding everything about the game, which is why ultimately I made this guide, just to kind of like show everyone who's new to Alpha Game and who's new to Wolf Game to kind of just understand everything about the game, so that they could kind of like if they were in the same position as me, I'm kind of helping them to get into and understand everything about it, so that they can kind of
Yeah.
get to the point line. Yeah.
Yeah, and like that's something that I like about the layout when you reached out and sent it to me. It goes through each of the white papers, tells you very clearly what's active, not active, the past exploits, and something we were talking about that I actually didn't realize, which was really cool, um, was the bug bounties. Do you want to go in a bit about that? What you were telling me?
Okay, so at the top, if you scroll up a bit, I kind of give a brief description of like the exploit, the main one that happened with the minting, where you could figure out what kind of animal you were getting before the mint kind of like went through, so you could cancel it. And if you click on one of those Twitter links on top of the page, I think it's the top one. Yeah, you see that? If you go, yeah, that one, it takes you to like the chef who he kind of rewards him, and he said that like he'd like to dedicate a farmer and a special and unique piece of land to the dude who
Wow.
to the dude who helped with the exploit. And if you go to his address, which I'm pretty sure will be too hefty to do now, but you'll see that he did get the land, but he did not get the farmer yet, which is understandable since farmer supply was cut in half, and I'm pretty sure Chef had to kind of like adapt to that and change around a few kind of utility uses around it probably, but he does have the land and he didn't sell it yet, so it'll be interesting to see once land reveals like how his land was special and like in what way is it. But yeah, I found that to be very interesting.
For sure. Yeah, I do too. But that's great, like, cause a bit of a brief on the exploit, but you're also kind of you have links to the Medium article, which is a really good one that Bernard Mueller wrote. And he's a very interesting character as well. And then this is kind of the part I like. You can just flick through all the different assets really easy, and it gives you gifts and just exactly what the relationship is to other assets. And then if you're kind of, oh right, and the wolves, well then and then it mentions farmers, so you can just kind of go straight to the farmers, and that's all the information there. And I like that you've included also like information on the Gary V drop. We'll have to get you to put some information up now for the G Money drop.
Yeah, you're right. I should make a page for that. Isn't there also another drop happening? There's G Money. Is it just G Money?
I'm not too sure. I think there's a few people with the Fendao. So there's information about that. Yeah. So yeah, something like as you said before, you're looking to kind of add to this, and as the community grows and stuff like that. So having a Fendao section on this, reaching out to them, be really cool. And then you have a list of all the Alpha 8s and their socials and kind of bits of info on them, how active they are and not. So yeah, like have to say I'm loving this. I can see myself pointing a huge amount of people here.
Yeah, that's the plan, to help as many new people in the game. Yeah.
No, fair play, dude. Is there anything on the site you'd like to highlight yourself?
Yeah, the events page I think is going to be something that's going to be very good to look at, because on the event page I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to add a lot of stuff to that, and that's kind of what's active right now, these events. And so I feel like that's like the most important page on the website, because it's just going to keep on updating with all these events. And I might have to like split it up split it up at one point because it's gonna be like too much. But I feel like if this guide isn't just for like new players, but it's also for like players who are in the game to like understand what's going on right now, because I'm sure not everyone can like spend like a few hours a day looking at what's going on. So like
Absolutely.
I want to use this guide as like a quick reminder or to kind of like catch everyone up to date on what's going on in the game so that they can hop back in and participate in the event that's going on.
Yeah, and I think the history section is good for new players then as well, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, because it could be a case that like you have you know, people who got confused, their investment was up, they decided they'd leave because it was too confusing, and now maybe have a bit of time because the market's calmed down and the prices have dipped, and kind of go, well, let me get my head around this now. And I think your site's really good for that. And then also people who are just finding out about it. And yeah, it goes through the migration, how everything happened, and kind of the old links. Um, yeah, it's really well set up, dude, and like well done. Thanks from the community and from myself.
Yeah, and like I said, if anyone watching has any suggestions, like anything they want to fix or anything they want me to add, you know, like this isn't just a submission. This is my contribution to the community, and like I'm like, even if this wasn't a submission, I've wanted to make a guide for some time, but the event was kind of like the push. It was like, oh shit, I can like do this now and like can submit this. So I'm planning to like continue to work on this, to continue to update it, to just add everything I need to change everything I need to. I don't care if I win this, if I don't win this event, I'm gonna keep on updating this. I'm gonna keep on helping new players in the game, and yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And yeah, if you ever want to hop on the show again, we'd be more than happy to have you. And thanks for coming on. And yeah, I think we'll finish that up. And good night and good luck.